What's up, guys? It's Albert Moore once again, and this time around, I'm going to be taking you through a great tutorial that I will be designing a business card in Coreldraw. So this time around, guys, I'll be using Coreldraw, and because most of the people have asked me if I get to use Corel on some of my works, because apparently most of my works I use Photoshop, Illustrator, Affinity Designer, just to mention a few. So this time around, I'll be doing a tutorial, and I'll be working on a business card, and I'll be using Coreldraw because it's the one that I mainly prefer to use when I'm dealing with the business card. So I'm using Corel 2018. This is the 2018 version. It came out. It came out, I think, was it last year? Yeah, somewhere. I don't. I really can't even remember the time I had to download it. But let's see what happens in Coreldraw 2018. I'll try to. I don't even know the names I'm going to use. I don't even know. So when it starts up, those are just a few designs I did. I was working on, a few graphics I was working on recently. So when you're designing business card, more I found most of my friends ask me, say, usually my texture is so good when I'm printing, and the output of the text, no matter the size, it always comes out so crystal. So I'll be reviewing some of my secrets and how I go about designing business cards. Okay, so let's jump right in. That's the startup screen. We've got the welcome. So we've got the new document, the new template. From the new template, we've got the open document. So I'll just click on new from template. Let's see what it's gonna give us. So if I'm working on business card, I've got a few. I've got a menu right there, filtered. So I'll just click on business cards, and I'll click maybe right there, and just click open. It would give me the exact proportion of a business card, but I don't think I'll be doing that right now. I'll just click back and say new document because I don't want it with any information inside. I don't want to go through the hassle of deleting stuff and going back and forth. So once you've got a new document right there, you can change the size of the canvas you're working on. So right now it's on business card because I was designing a business card the last time I was using Coreldraw. So usually it's on A4. Many other times it's on A4, either landscape or portrait. So anytime you're trying to think of a design that you want to come across or you want to work on in Coreldraw, just fire it up, open it up, and when you're using the same version as mine, just select the business card proportion and the business card template, and it will give you the exact measurements. Now these are the exact measurements of a business card that is the normal size, which is 8.8 8.89 centimeters the width, and the height is 5.08. So those are the exact measurements. Preferably that's what I use. So of course it's got to be in landscape, and so let's jump right in. So I'll be designing a logo. I'll be designing a business card, and I'll be picking up, I don't know which logo I'm gonna use. I'll try to get any of my clients' logo designs I worked on, and we'll see how best we can come up with the business card. So this design, I should mention. Let me just say, this whole tutorial right now, I haven't had it planned. I I didn't I didn't think of anything, but I was just like, let me just work on a tutorial on how to design a business card. So this is my friend's logo. Shout out to Caris Computer Solutions. I did this a few weeks ago. It was nothing fancy. He came out. He actually came to me with the concept, and I just improved it because the one he had wasn't that appealing. So I decided to redo his logo, and I was like, okay, sure. So yeah, there are a lot of concepts that you might use, but the one I'm going to show you today, this time around, this is the concept that I mainly use. I like to place my logo on the top left of the business card. Yeah, right there. Okay, so maybe right there. It looks good enough. It looks good enough. All right, then I like to make sure I put in all the details before I go through playing around with the shapes and the. So uh I'll start with his name. Let me just go with Douglas Peary. That's his real name. I should mention I'm not gonna use his real name or something. I mean, I'm not gonna use his real contact details for for privacy sake. I don't want to go to jail. So I'll just place this right there. Then I like to use fonts that are not too hard to read. Maybe that is okay for so sorry, right there. I'll just go like 112233 because this is number. Yeah, that's not it. FYI, that's not his real number. I'm just putting that because so when I have the contact right there, I'll just maybe duplicate this, copy and paste, Control C, Control V, Command C, Command V on a Mac, and I'll just double click and go to email to Curry's Crack or Curry's Computer. Curry's Computer is maybe I'll put it to say at ccas.com, just like that. So got it right there. Then I'll just duplicate that again, and I'll change it to highlight everything. I'll change it to plot number 11. Let me just say Sabre Road, Matera. Man, these ain't even real details, y'all. I mean, just don't really mind me. I'm just playing around, and maybe I'll just duplicate that again. Looks too plain. Maybe I can just drag it down there. Double click, highlight it, then just go like Osaka, Zambia. Right there. So I've got the details. I've got a few simple details right there. I've got the name. So first and foremost, I'll start with the font that's on the name. I'm not filling it. Maybe I can change it to something more. I don't know. I really don't like bold fonts on, especially on the name. Yeah, I think I can stick with this. Maybe just bold it a little. That looks okay. Then for these, I think they can just come in a little bit. Can have the name right there. The logo, I feel maybe if I push it a little bit to the left. Okay, so this is the basic information layout that I have for this design. And now let's jump into the shapes. So with the shapes, what I like to do is this. You gotta learn how to use the pen tool if you want to come up with good shapes, shapes that will satisfy your need. So I mean, apart from this, you really gotta be creative and do not depend on other people's layouts. I mean, I've seen people go through so much hustle trying to figure out how they're gonna edit a document, but initially, I mean, I myself, I block most of my projects, even as I'm sending them to my clients. Maybe I block them from printing, the likes, or maybe I'll block them from being edited or some sort. It's really not okay seeing your work being manipulated somewhere else. So for this simple design, I'll just maybe create a rectangular shape, just maybe plus halfway the canvas, and maybe I can just pick one of the colors from the logo, maybe blue, and drop it right there, and just release the outline. Maybe drop it down to 0. You can change that even from here. Just drop it down to 0 to none, so that we don't have that black lining edge around this. And I can send this onto the back of the layer, or you can hold down shift and page down, and we can have something like that. It's okay, but you can try out different things and just try to come up with something that will satisfy you. Just pick maybe yellow and drop it right there. You just try and be creative, or maybe you can adjust it a little bit. Drag the name up on top right there, drag it a little bit in, duplicate the layer, duplicate the shape, sorry, then send it off to the back, and just change the color from yellow to something like maybe, or let me just use this, something like that. You can pick up maybe this color from there, and maybe just try to bring it down a little bit so you can have that nice sketching right there, and you have the information all in black. Man, it pretty much looks cool. It looks okay, and you can drag the name maybe somewhere at the center and change it to a blue, so we have that masculine eye-popping color right there. Then maybe you can have just to spice it up, you can add the name again onto the top right there, maybe Caris Computer Solutions. Zoom right back, and we just scale that right in, just like that, and we drag it somewhere at the center. Yep. Then change the font maybe to something like that. So this time around, I think I'll just pull the logo a little bit higher, so that we get to have something like that. Maybe also give it a blue, so that and as it is having that blue, you can come in with a shape, maybe a yellow shape. Sorry, you can come in with a yellow shape just like that, all it through. Come on. All right, and just resize it a little bit to something that looks cool, and release the stroke. We don't want this black lining in the edges, so we just release the stroke, and maybe move it a little bit higher. I don't know, you can come up with so many great things, or maybe you can bring it in to the logo and change the color to the same green, so that we have that attachment. There's that connection, and that affinity line with the, maybe somewhere right there. Yeah, so you can make so many pretty good designs in Coreldraw. A lot of professionals use it. A lot of big companies have seen, they recommend it so very much. I mean, it's a very good software. I wouldn't even think twice, because I use it for my books, I use it for business cards, I use it for my tree food brochures, I use it for my flyers. I mean, basically anything that I can do in Photoshop, in Illustrator, I'm able to do all that in Corel. So do not undermine this software. It's been on the market. It's got so many awards recently in the years, and these guys still keep improving the application. I recommend Corel so very much for professional works, and it's a good illustration software. Do not try and compare Photoshop with Coreldraw, because they are two different softwares. Please do not even go through that battle. That's like trying to try to compare a console and a PC gaming machine. So let me not even go there. So back to the design. I think the name looks a little bit tedious, that it's big. So maybe I would drag it down to something like, I don't know, I should touch the center, something like that. Right? Then I would just duplicate that again, Control C, Control V, paste it right there, double click it, and I'll just write maybe something like director. Yep. Then I'll just scale that a little bit, bring it in, then change the color maybe to a green, or maybe we just go black for this, you know. Oh, the green. Green is fine. I think I picked the wrong color right there. I think green is okay. So we've got the theme maintained from the logo, because I picked all the colors from the logo except the black that I used it down there, but I mean it's for output purposes. So there you have it. You've got a business card right there, fully designed. So this is what I do mainly when I'm sending my designs to the printing company or to the printing guys. Many other times, I would get clients around the country. They want me to do design for them. I've had companies that ask me to do their design for them, but they've got source somewhere else where they can have their business card printed out from. So I usually do this for all my projects. I'll start with the text. I'll lock it. The logo, usually there's not much needed to do with the logo, but just for security sake, just log it up and just lock that. Because locking them actually helps. Even if someone tries to open the file that side, they won't really have issues with something to do with the font and all, because I use custom fonts in most of my designs. So you won't entirely have, you might not have every font that I have, because I'm not comfortable with the basic fonts. So this is a simple design, that simple business card design that you might come up with. I can do all this even in Photoshop. I can do all this even in Illustrator, in Affinity Designer, Affinity Photo. I mean, that's why it's not actually about the tools that you use, but it's actually about the result. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching and thanks for following my channel. I really appreciate you all, and remember to subscribe and share these great videos that I'm sharing with you guys. So if you feel there's some improvement that I might make or might need to change towards this design, thanks guys for watching. I will surely give more to you. Cheers.